So are you allowing for the possibility then at least that humans walked on the earth simultaneously with dinosaurs?
It's possible.
That's what he's saying, yes.
Has there ever been any fossils found
Oh, absolutely, many.
with dinosaurs and humans
Absolutely.
at the same
You're
spot?
not well read, Bill.
Yeah, no.
You're not well read and you read only what you want to agree with. There's
Not
all
well
kinds
read
of,
Christian documents.
that's not Christian. These are not Christian. There's
What
all
was
kinds
the
of.
age? What was the age?
I don't remember all that detail. I'm
Well,
telling
that's
you. Look,
pretty
why don't
basic.
you look into it? He said the internet's going to change the world. Look into it. You got the
You're
internet.
saying how old a fossil human was. Well, how old was the fossil?
You can't go by, if a footprint is in sedimentary rock, there's no way to date that fossil. You realize that, don't you?
Oh, you're talking about footprint, or are you talking about, I'm talking about fossils, bones, okay, not footprints.
Okay.
Has there ever been human skeletons or pieces of a human skeleton found simultaneously at the same level?
I don't know. I don't know that.
With
I don't know that
dinosaurs?
question. Why would a human footprint found in the same rock strata as a dinosaur not proven?
There can be geological explanations for
Oh,
that.
there's a lot of, there's all kinds of explanations.
It can be
Yeah.
geological.
All kinds of explanations, yeah. Yeah, I know. And I can make the same explanations too, and that didn't mean they're right. Yeah, Benny?
Yeah, well, the name of the course is Science and God, right?
Yeah.
And it's okay for us to discuss sedimentary rocks and everything scientifical to prove the age of the earth. But as soon as I would bring up something like the genealogy of the Bible, using the people in the Bible and historical facts going back, that shows that the earth is somewhere around 13,000 years. You would totally disregard that and wouldn't want to discuss it at all because it's Christian history. And if you took the Bible and just put it on your bedstand beside you and just went back into what Josephus said, who was a historian of the Jews, and just go back historically and look at Pontius Pilate and Christ and see what it says historically on how Abraham, these people existed. If you don't believe that they existed, then you can go back to the 1600s and say, well, I wasn't there, so where do you draw the line?
I think we're here, science and God, is the interplay, the relationship between science and religion, okay?
No,
Not that
I'm not saying religion.
half of the meeting should be about
I never
science
used
and
the
the other
word-
half is Sunday school.
I would disagree with you, and I'll tell you why. Because this is not a discussion of science and religion.
I didn't say religion.
Okay, I know, I understand. But it's not a discussion of science and religion. Make no bones. It turns into that.
Science and God.
And God and religion are not the same. The question in front of us, and you can get into religion with it, I guess, and we always do. The question in front of us is, when we look at what we see, and we investigate it scientifically, and get all the data and all the facts, what is the most logical, reasoned explanation to why we exist, or how we came about? That's the question. Now, if I was arguing only that, there would be no definitive difference between the God of Islam, the God of the Jews, the God of the Christians, and the God of maybe even people who believe in a monotheistic belief. It's not relevant, although in our world, we live in a world of, right here, we live in a world of Christians and non-Christians. I mean, maybe somebody's a Muslim. I don't think I met any of them yet. There might be some that have come here. But I mean, it does get into that discussion of religion, but it's not about religion. It's about how did we get here? What created us? Chance or a creator? An intelligent designer? That's the question. You can chase rabbits, but that's the question. And many of you would say, no, there's, like what's his name, Dawkins said when Ben Stein asked him on that movie Expelled, said, is it possible that there is a God who created all this? And Dawkins said, he said, no. He said, why? He said, because there's no God. Circular
That's
thinking.
circular reasoning.
Huh?
That's circular reasoning.
Yeah, sure it's circular reasoning.
You don't want to say this, Jerry.
Oh, listen, let you speak. Then you can be next.
I'll be next.
Put him down.
Wait.
Put him down. All right, go ahead.
first.
Okay. Scientific investigation, you know, all of that, and I am not a scientific person, okay, I'll admit that. I'm an arts and literature kind of a person, okay. But I can understand why does scientific, you know, investigation, why is that elevated to such a level when everybody knows that we're just scratching the surface and this, you know, carbon-14, all of this stuff. We don't even know at this point what kinds of fish are at the bottom of the sea. There's so many things, the galaxies, we only are scratching the surface. You know, yet we're using all of these geological and scientific things, you know, well, I know, I talk to geologists, whatever. I mean, geologists have little brains like me. That's all they know at this point in time.
Yeah, I heard it in the Brazilian rainforest and in the
Yeah.
sea, there are thousands and thousands of species being documented every day. Did anybody hear that? Difference. Then we never knew that. Yeah, Bill.
Well, it's hard to say we're scratching the surface. I mean, so far, science has made a great many strides,
Yeah.
not the least of which is
Yeah.
overpowering, you know, the God-created polio virus and the God-created malaria and all many other diseases, you know, from organisms that apparently God created, yet mankind is
I
now
don't know.
defeating
I don't know
these
who created it.
organisms. And so we're not just scratching the surface. Science has made great strides,
They
and
have.
your expanded life expectancy
Yes.
is a part of that.
It speaks for itself, you're right. It does speak for itself, and science has made
Right.
great strides, absolutely.
Yeah. They have.
I'm all for science, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry, Harry. Be impatient, go ahead.
We speak about if something, then something. Jay said, if God created man, he's got 2 arms, 2 legs, but only 1 head, only 1 heart, the most important things is put this way, put that way, and the same kind of discussion goes the other way. Unfortunately, in my mind, that's, I don't want to say circular reasoning, but fallacious. Because it is assuming that the God, if there is such a God, would be thinking the way humans think. A human would say, yeah, why did he only give us
That's a great
1
point,
heart?
Harry.
But God, if there is a God who was doing it, maybe he had a different reason. Maybe he had a reason we didn't think about. And so when we put it in that context, if there was a God, he would have done this. He would have done this. Why did he make us this way? Why did he make us that?
Good point.
Et cetera.
Good point. Yes.
What do you mean a good point? You admitted something.
Excellent point.
You admitted it.
In line with that, and Bill, this has nothing to do